that's handling him. 88 years old, still active in boxing. Got involved in his first boxing shows as a promoter when he was about 20 years old. Rodney Cohen I'm talking about. But Hector Macho Camacho, that's his son carrying the championship belt into the ring. The Macho Man. I've never seen shoes quite like these. I've seen unbelievable outfits before, but he's got some wild-looking sequin speckled shoes as well. He is a showman in every respect of the word. Hector Macho Camacho. He has the crowd electrified. He loves it. Nobody, including the great Sugar Ray Leonard, would put on a show and seemingly love his time in the ring like this guy does, with the exception of Muhammad Ali, who started all of this flamboyancy. But the Macho Man, Hector Comacho, certainly flamboyant to say the least. You take a look at him, there is no more pressure on him in his mind. There's no pressure at all as we look at the tail of the tape. The tail of the tape doesn't tell you much because the reach is the same. There's only a year and age difference. The height is the same and the weight virtually the same. So the tail of the tape is not a factor here. What is a factor is how much can Macho Camacho get away with in terms of hanging on. Now he's dancing in the ring. Putting on a show for the crowd, and the crowd loves it. His boxing trunks and all his handlers decked out in the flag of Puerto Rico. Most interesting because when Edwin Rosario came in, also from Puerto Rico, all of his handlers wearing Puerto Rican flag hats on their head. Take a look at those shoes on Hector the Macho Man Camacho. Arthur Mercanti will be the third man in the ring. We've been over the rules for you once. Just briefly again, it's all the WBC rules in effect. 10-point must scoring system, 3 knockdown rule, waived. Fighters must get up following a low blow or he can be counted out. Fighter cannot be saved by the bell except in the final round, and of course the bell signifies the end of it. Hector Macho Camacho has the electricity in the crowd here in Madison Square Garden in New York City. Once again, I'm Bob Sheridan. Glad that you can be with us. Let's go to our ring announcer, Frank Shane.
This is Resurrection Day. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the world-famous Madison Square Garden, the showplace of the nation. Tonight, Don King Productions Incorporated, Don King, the dynamic premier promoter of all promoters, in association with Madison Square Garden, take great pleasure in presenting the World Boxing Council World Lightweight Championship fight scheduled for 12 rounds between the challenger Edwin El Chapo Rosario and the WBC champion Hector Macho Camacho. This WBC championship fight is sanctioned by the World Boxing Council, Jose Sulaiman, president, and is approved by the New York State Athletic Commission, the former light heavyweight champion of the world, and the chairman, Jose Chegui Torres, and the commissioners, Rose Stretman and Jimmy Dupree. The deputy commissioners, Petey Della, Jack Graham, Marvin Cohn. The WBC judges, Louis Rivera from New York City, Tony Castellano from New York City, and from Detroit, Michigan, Dr. Stuart Kirschenbaum. The timekeeper is Cecilio Pedraja. Counting for the knockdowns at the bell, referee Johnny Lobianco. The doctors in attendance at ringside, Dr. Frank S. Folk, Chief Medical Physician, Dr. Billy Lathan, and Dr. Barry Jordan. The referee in the ring at this time, Arthur Mercanti. This contest, 12 rounds for the WBC Lightweight Championship. weighed in at 134 pounds. His home is Santurce, Puerto Rico. He is a former WBC lightweight champion. He is the #1 contender. His career record, he won 23 bouts. He lost only one and registered 19 exciting KOs. Here is a very capable challenger, Edwin El Chapo Rosario. Worthy adversary. He's wearing red, white, and blue trunks. He weighed in at 135 pounds. He's from New York City. He was the 78, 79, 80 Golden Glove champion. He won the North American Boxing Federation Championship. He was the WBC Junior Lightweight champion. He's a current World Boxing Council lightweight champion. He's undefeated in 28 professional fights, exploding 15 stunning knockouts along the way. Here is the very worthy champion, Hector Camacho. 12 rounds. Referee Arthur McCarthy will deliver the instruction to the boxer.
Arthur McCarthy calls the two combatants to the second of the ring. Hector Camacho, Edwin Rosario, the WBC lightweight championship of the world. Arthur McCarthy, the referee, the very capable referee handling this fight. This is scheduled for 12 rounds, and again at stake, the WBC lightweight championship of the world. Camacho in his flashy trunks with a Puerto Rican flag, red, white, and blue. El Chapo, Edwin Rosario in the black trunks with a Puerto Rican flag on his right leg. The question now, the punching power of Camacho. They mix it up early. The heads come together. Very quick on his feet is Hector Comacho. Camacho has lightning foot speed to go with lightning hand speed. He's not the biggest banger in the world, but he has 16 knockouts and 29 wins. Tries to work downstairs to Edwin Rosario. Rosario extremely intelligent in the ring. You get the idea because Rosario's been around so long, fighting since he was about 16 years old, that he's much older than age 23. But in fact, Camacho is a year older at 24. Again, the 10-point must scoring system. Scoring done by 3 judges. The referee has no say. Camacho goes wild with the left hand. Tries to score with a big hook. Very interesting to point out that Jimmy Montoya, who's worked all through the career of Hector Comacho, just today, Johnny Mag was telling me from the Don King camp that he switched camps and moved over to Edwin Rosario. Whether that'll have any factor or any psychological bearing on the fight, I do not know. But to this point, Camacho is a strong favorite to win this fight, retain his championship. But Rosario is so slick. Talking to Mickey Duff earlier, the fellow who handles the likes of Cornelius Boza Edwards and most of the great fighters out of England, including Frank Bruno, who will fight Tim Witherspoon next month. He thinks Rosario's got a good shot in this fight. So far, it's Camacho forcing the fight. He's backing off. Rosario plodding forward. But Camacho's the type of fighter that uses his foot speed in conjunction with a great hand speed. 45 seconds to go in round number 1. Again, this is scheduled for 12. Rosario gets through. A very, very even first round. Rosario coming forward. Camacho taking the steps back, bouncing from side to side. But it's Camacho that controls the pace of the fight, because when there is to be a mix-up, it's Camacho that forces it. He gets through. Gets through with the left and works the right to the body. And Rosario ties him up. This is going to be a good boxing show, believe me. Both fellas, excellent, excellent boxing skills. There's the bell ending round number 1, and McCanty bores in and warns Camacho about hitting after the bell. I thought it was an even first round, but perhaps the scoring would go slightly in favor of Camacho.
Wait, give me the best inning.
Because he actually forced the action. And remember, the scoring is based not only on clean hits, but effective aggressiveness
move all the time,
and ring generalship.
Let's
listen to the corner.
Down, get the body now, okay? Get the body now. He's already hurt, okay?
All right, watch this. Watch Camacho. Comes right in, nails him with that straight left hand, backs him off. Watch it again. Notice the way he works his hands in conjunction with the feet. Positions himself outside of the punching area of Edwin Rosario, then lunges forward. Listen to the corner now of Jimmy Montoya and Edwin Rosario. Coming up to round number 2, scheduled for 12. Again at stake, the WBC Lightweight Championship of the World. Hector Comacho putting his title on the line again. Right hand almost clicking that time, thrown by Rosario. I know you people watching in Puerto Rico, and they mix it up like that. You've got to be going crazy down there. Glad that you can be with us on the Don King Sports and Entertainment Network. Rosario is not intimidated by Macho Camacho. He wants to control the pace of the fight. He keeps coming in towards Camacho, but Camacho is so quick on his feet. He's so elusive when Rosario throws his shots. And up until the time we saw Camacho in the lightweight division, we thought Rosario had pretty good hand speed. Rosario holding those gloves very high around the face, up there so Camacho can't get through. But Camacho, to me, looks like he's much more powerful than is Rosario. There was the question pre-fight about hanging on, holding and hitting. The camp of Rosario complaining about Camacho. We haven't seen any of that under the tutelage of referee Arthur Mercanti, one of the best in the business. Now, while Rosario continues to plod forward, it's Camacho that's getting the points because he's actually landing the leather. Even though he's backing off, when he decides to come in, he's landing more punches than is Rosario. Kind of a frustrating sort of fight for Rosario with that respect. Very difficult target to hit is Camacho. Good right hand gets through, thrown by Rosario that time. Rosario tries to back him into the corner. Nothing works there. We're in the second round with about 40 seconds to go. This is scheduled for 12, the WBC limit. And again, as you watch, it's Camacho just coming in, delivering a blow or two, and getting out again. Really on the bicycle the whole time, up on his toes, bouncing around. And there you see the hand speed of Camacho.
Stop holding, stop holding.
Rosario almost had it measured, and you heard Arthur Mercanti say, hey, stop holding. Keeping control of this fight. The bell ends round number 2. Very close the first 2 rounds, but nonetheless, I feel Camacho landed more punches and probably won the second round. Number 3, scheduled for 12, the WBC Lightweight Championship on the line. Hector Comacho in the red, white, and blue trunks to the left of your screen. Edwin Rosario now to the left of your screen. Chapo written across the tubing on his trunks, wearing the black trunks. It's been an even fight so far. Really, there haven't been too many times when they've really mixed it up like that. Once in the second round, that time a pretty good mix up there, pretty good exchange. It's Camacho bouncing around and picking shots. Rosario, as he plods forward, looking for the opportunity to land a big shot. Both fighters landed good punches in that exchange. Rosario landed a right hand, Camacho landed a left hook. Neither fighter visibly shaken by being tagged by the other man. Camacho we've never seen in trouble. Rosario will go down. Right hand lands but light. Right hand gets through, takes no effect on Camacho. All it does is ignite him a little bit more. Get the adrenaline pumping a bit more. Right hand gets through. This is the best round thus far for Edwin Rosario. Again, the lightning right hand boxes Rosario right on the nose as he pours in, continues to come in. Well, it's Camacho that's controlling the pace of it. Rosario walks in on a left hand that time. Well, the southpaw style of Camacho hasn't confused Rosario too much. I think Camacho in this round is beginning to realize he's in against a real tough opponent. Again, this has been the best round for Edwin Rosario. Inside of 15 seconds remaining in the round now. Round number 3, and I think Rosario probably won that round.
Okay, don't get to this side, okay, champ? Okay, all the time, see, you go this side all the time. He's not going to be able to hit you, okay?
All right, here we go, round number 4. Coming to you live from Madison Square Garden in New York City. The one-time boxing mecca of the world, and these two great lightweights at it. The former champ, Edwin Rosario. The reigning champ, Hector Camacho, has his title on the line and his hands full with Edwin Rosario. I've got the fight scored dead even right now. The first round, 2 even to call. The second round, slightly in favor of Camacho. The third round, in Rosario's favor. We're in round number 4. If you're a student of the game of boxing, watching these two guys is some show.
Wait, stop! 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 You stop holding and hit him underneath. Let's go.
All right, again, Arthur Mercanti warns Camacho about holding and hitting. It was a big issue before the fight, and he's controlled it. To be honest, I didn't even see him hold and hit that time. I saw him hang on, but so did Rosario. But Mercanti staying right on top of the champion, Hector Comacho. And rightfully so. It's illegal. Camacho again, if you don't know by now, in the red, white, and blue trunks. Rosario in the black trunks. And we've got a good one here. 135 at the limit is Camacho. Rosario in at 134, just a pound lighter. Everything else in the statistics about even. Their age only a year apart. The height is exactly 5'6", both of them, and they each have a 67-inch reach. Nobody really taking a command in this, the 4th round. Good crowd reaction every time Rosario lands a shot on Camacho. Yet when Camacho came into the ring, the crowd went crazy. He's so flamboyant, so colorful. Been a long time since lightweights have stirred up this kind of enthusiasm. Nice right hand nails Camacho. Now Mercanti talks to Camacho about hitting low. And maybe some of these tactics are bothering Camacho. He can't do anything. The Mercanti isn't right on top of him. And I think Rosario is controlling the round now. Excellent job by referee Arthur Mercanti. It looks like Camacho's cut on the right eye. And if he is cut, it looks like a good one. The bell ends round 4. We're trying to get a look at this cut.
Not bad.
Cuts right by the left eye. Let's see what they do in there.
Okay. Lay back. Hold his on his heart. Okay, champ. Take his head. Move it. Some head please.
This is round number 5. Bob Sheridan on the Don King Sports and Entertainment Network. We've got the WBC lightweight champion in there against Edwin Rosario, the former champ. And he is ignited. He was cut in the 4th round and maybe posted in round 3 and 4. All of a sudden, Camacho wants to mix it up bad. He's holding and hitting, and Mercanti will be right on top of him for it.
Stop holding!
The blood in the corner of the left eye. It's in a bad spot if he's nailed there again. He's nailed by Rosario. He's got him in trouble. The champ's in trouble. This is the first time I've ever seen him hurt. He's in big trouble. He's nailed again by Rosario. Rosario wailing away at the champion. The champ tries to hang on. He's out on his feet. Hector Camacho's legs are starting to go. He's nailed again by Rosario. Rosario nails him with a left hook. Tries to get him with the right hand. Good right hand again. Camacho in definite trouble here. Good shots being landed by the challenger. Another right hand lands right on top of that cut. Camacho bleeding from the nose, nailed by the right hand again. Bleeding around the eye. On the bridge of the nose, he's nailed by the right hand again. Camacho hit with the left. Another left hook catches him.
Stop holding!
This could be a big upset in the making if it continues like this. Camacho almost bewildered by Rosario. Camacho's as tough as they come. He wouldn't go down, and his legs were wobbled. Rosario working with the head, working with the body. Camacho's face is a mess out there right now. Another good right hand bounces him on the nose. I wouldn't be surprised if he's got a broken nose right now. He's bleeding from the nose, bleeding from the eyes. He's got a cut across the bridge of his nose. It looks to me that his nose has been flattened out. Good right hand. Another vicious right hand. Camacho is so tough he won't go. He can't take many more shots like that, though. Rosario having it all his way right now. The right hand catches Camacho again. Works to the body. Camacho so businesslike out there. Camacho trying to make a go of it. Inside of 14 seconds to go in the round. Inside of 10 seconds now. He'll survive the 5th round anyway. A big round for Edwin Rosario. The bell ends round number 5. You see, that's the time he almost went down. It was a vicious left hook. And he was wide open for it. And you see Rosario trying to go downstairs and Camacho fighting to hang on. The cut doesn't appear to be too bad next to the left eye. Coming up to round 6. Is it an upset in the making, or will a Macho Man prove too much for Rosario? That's what this is all about. And at stake, the WBC Lightweight Championship of the world. The champ has got his hands full right now with Rosario. He's got the bounce back in his legs. There's one thing for sure, Camacho didn't panic. We've never seen him hit and hurt before. He was definitely hurt in that 5th round. He didn't go down, but his legs buckled. And Rosario stayed very businesslike throughout. Didn't go crazy trying to knock him out. Stayed under control. Rosario, great former champion, and this fight is all we thought it would be and more. Again, we're in round 6. A minute gone in round 6 now. Kind of a coasting round for both fighters. Rosario doing the same thing he's been doing throughout, and that's stalking, continually stalking, backing up Camacho. Camacho was cut in the 4th round. He almost went down in the 5th. It looked to me at one stage a straight right hand of Edwin Rosario may have broken the nose of Camacho in the 5th round. In the 6th round, we haven't had the action that we had in the previous couple of rounds, but you can't expect that every round. Camacho goes downstairs again. McCanty has warned him about hitting low, about hanging on and hitting. And just about at the time I was wondering if that was frustrating Camacho, Rosario all of a sudden nailed him with a left hook and almost put him to the canvas. Again, Rosario takes some body shots that time. Now once again, McCanty warns him about hitting below the belt, and the crowd in attendance doesn't like it. But McCanty is an excellent referee, and he's not going to tolerate anything.
What's that low blow?
Again, he warns him, and that time it was clear to me that he did hit him with a low blow. And all of his shots to the body are right at the belt or slightly below. I don't think it's an intentional thing, but whether it's intentional or not, just like in the Jerry Cooney-Larry Holmes fight, a low blow is a foul. And a guy can be penalized for it. And right now, Hector Comacho can't afford to lose any rounds and lose any points because of low blows. He's trailing in the fight. That's unofficial. But I'm sure he's trailing on most of the judges' scorecards. That's the end of round 6, an even 6th round.
Get the tape. Hey. Déjame la mano acá arriba. Aquí, ahí, profundo. Profundo. Mira a mí ahora. Papá, nosotros tenemos que tirar más. Tenemos que tirar más, ¿está bien? Yo quiero que tú tires más. Yo quiero que tú combines más tus manos, ¿está bien? El hombre está lastimado. Y tiene un ojo. Pero cuando tú estás entrando, cuando él vino me dice que está haciendo difícil tirar a la izquierda, chico. Pero tírala, Chapo, tienes que tirarla. ¿Está bien? Y tratando con agua.
All right, watch for the low blows. You see that time? You saw definitely 3 or 4 low blows right there, and McCanty came right after him then.
This guy, your jab ain't been doing nothing, but now it can.
Bloquea la derecha mucho, que la derecha que está entrando, ¿ok? Muévete para la izquierda. Voltealo.
Mouthpiece.
Faster, let's go.
Okay, let's go. Seconds down.
Okay, let's go.
All right, this is round number 7, and a most interesting fight. A fight where Camacho appeared in the 2nd round and started taking command of the fight. Then Rosario, I thought, won a close 3rd round. And to me, Rosario has won 3, 4, 5, and 6. He definitely won 5 by a couple of points. He almost had the champion off his feet. Split him open in the 4th round. So a real good fight for Edwin Chapo Rosario. I have Rosario unofficially 59-56. 3 points out in front in the fight. Again, my scoring is only an indication. The judges do the official scoring. Good shot that time by the Macho Man. Nice job by the corner of Hector Comacho. He was cut in the 4th round, and the cut in the corner of his eye really hasn't been a factor thus far. It was a distraction to him, and all of a sudden the Macho Man comes back. It seems as though the people at ringside attendance close by the ring are very much in favor of Camacho. The people sitting back in the galleries seem to be in favor of Edwin Rosario. So we got a mixed crowd. Everybody in attendance is enjoying it, including me. Here's the Macho Man trying to fight back and climb right back into this fight. Not that he's that far out of it. Again, the Macho Man holds.
Break. Let's go.
Very tough fight for both fighters. We saw again quickly Camacho grab with the right hand and nail him with the left. He's so quick with his hands, sometimes you miss it. And that's why the people are screaming when McCarthy warns him about holding on and hitting. He's so slick and so cute at it, sometimes you don't even pick it up. Southpaw style hasn't confused Rosario at all. He's fighting with the shoulders very squared. Nice right hand gets through, spins the head of the champ. Camacho will hang on and use his forearm to set the guy's head up. He'll do all kinds of things. Very rough guy to fight. Inside of 10 seconds, you see the countdown in the corner of the screen. Rosario lost his balance at time. The bell ends, round number 7. In front, 68-66.
Mouthpiece, come on.
All right, this is round number 8. And an action-packed, very busy scheduled 12-round WBC Lightweight Championship fight. I'm Bob Sheridan on the Don King Sports and Entertainment Network, and you're watching Hector Camacho in action against Edwin Rosario. Rosario has given Camacho all he can handle in this fight.
Upholding.
McCanny has warned Camacho about low blows no less than 4 or 5 times, and holding probably a half a dozen more. Thus far, he hasn't taken a point away. He's being most fair with Macho Camacho.
Let's go.
Right hand gets through by Rosario. Works the body of Camacho.
Watch your heads.
You hear referee Arthur McCanny warning them about watching their heads. In a fight like this, you don't want heads to come together and have a cut stop a great fight like this one.
Watch your heads.
Both fighters showing the early signs of fatigue. It's been a rapid pace to this tough, grueling fight. Remember, throughout, it's been Rosario that has plodded forward.
Let's go.
McCanny warns both of them about banging their heads. Camacho back looking the way he was in the early going. Now he hangs on with that left hand and wails with the right.
Stop holding and hitting.
Again, he warns Camacho. That's about the 8th time he's warned him, yet he hasn't taken a point away from Camacho. One point this fight could prove to be critical, too, the way it's going so far. 45 seconds to go in the round. Left hand gets through. Camacho trying to protect the cut by the left eye. His head is bounced back. Rosario nails him in tight. The blood begins to trickle from the nose of Camacho. I believe he may have broken his nose back in the 4th or 5th round.
Up the holding. Hard. Break. Break. Let's have a break.
Blood coming from the nose, and he keeps grabbing his nose. You have to wonder if it is in fact broken. It looks like it, the way it's been flattened out. And if so, that happened back in the 4th or 5th round. The straight right. The last 2 fights, very, very even, very, very difficult to score. I gave one to Camacho and one to Rosario. If that be the case, I have Rosario still out in front of the fight by about 2 or 3 points. Here's the pace being picked up by Camacho. Rosario not hurt at all in the exchange. That time he was nailed pretty good. And now the champ backs off the former champion.
Watch that now. Let's go.
Again, Mercante warns him about hanging on and hitting. Camacho looking better. He's certainly got all his wind back. And just as I say that, he's nailed with a straight right hand by Rosario. Rosario elects to go to the body. Again, it's Rosario in the black trunks. Hector Comacho in the red, white, and blue.
Let's go. Great.
This is the 9th round, scheduled for 12. A very, very close fight. Camacho was in trouble in the 5th round when he almost went down. He was cut in the 4th.
Watch your heads. Watch your heads.
6, 7, and 8 have been very, very even. Very hard to score. Good shots being landed by Rosario when he gets in.
Let's go.
Right hand just really nailing Rosario, but it didn't take any big effect on him. He's in excellent shape for this fight, to be sure. Training down in the humidity in Puerto Rico.
Holding. Right.
The heads are together. Mercante's right on the spot. Excellent job of refereeing by Arthur Mercante. Nice shot by Hector Comacho. Camacho beginning to turn the fight back around in his favor here now. Doesn't want to get careless with Rosario. He did back in the 5th and almost paid the price dearly. Nailed again by the very quick right hand of Hector Comacho. You can hear Mercante, the referee, continually warning them about watching their heads. Nice flurry for Hector Comacho. Inside of 10 seconds to go in the round. The bell ends round number 9. The process.
I got a big finish, Macho. You don't have any no more.
There's 3 rounds to go. I have on my scorecard, this is unofficial again, Camacho trailing by 2. So he needs to win the last 3 rounds if in fact my scoring is proper.
Stay there.
If it's not proper, it's something close to that. It could be 1 point either way because of the very, very close even rounds.
Time in.
All right. And they're ready to go. They had to get some tape off the glove of Rosario. Rosario needs to get another round here in a hurry, but it's Camacho on the attack. This is the 10th round.
Let's go.
And again, Mercante warns Camacho about the low blow. Camacho never says anything. He just goes about his business. Rosario nails him with the right hand. Rosario needs another big round here. And Camacho needs all 3 of these last rounds to win the fight. Well, the first minute of this round very even, but a slight edge for Camacho. The crowd now beginning to chant Macho, Macho. Or are they saying Chapo, Chapo? Or is it both? Right hand by the Chapo. Camacho doesn't want to stay on those ropes. He quickly spins his way out of it. Gets back in the center of the ring where he does his best fighting. The second minute of this 10th round very even. But Camacho finishing with a flurry. Very slight edge so far in this round for Hector Comacho.
Watch the heads again. Watch it, boys. You're getting too close to the heads now, right? Take it easy.
Camacho is as tough as they come. He was in a lot of trouble back around the 4th and 5th round. He certainly recovered from it, but Rosario keeps the pressure coming.
Let's go.
Inside of 10 seconds to go in this, the 10th round. Don't forget this fight is a 12-round WBC championship fight in the lightweight division. And there's the end of round number 10.
All right, let's go. Box, box.
All right, both fellas trying to get that extra couple of seconds rest. We're in the 11th round now. Nice shot that time, a left hook by Camacho. Actually, it's not really a left hook because he's a left-handed fighter. It's really like a left cross, bro.
Stop pushing.
The boos come as Camacho roughs it up a bit with Rosario. Rosario hasn't been intimidated at all whatsoever throughout the fight by the roughhouse tactics of Camacho. In fact, in some ways, I think the way McCarthy has been on him, the referee, that it's bothered Camacho more, has been warned so many times. But Arthur McCanny thus far has not taken any points away from Hector Camacho. That could prove to be, if the fight continues the same sort of pace it's going and the same sort of style it's going, it could prove to be a very, very important factor in the fight. This fight is within a point one way or the other. On my card again, I've got Rosario slightly in front, but Camacho has been in the upswing the last 2 or 3 rounds.
Let's go.
Halfway through the 11th round in this 12-round lightweight championship fight. Both fighters showing a bit of fatigue. McCanny snapped Rosario back from that break so hard he almost knocked him down. Don't forget, these guys only weigh 135 pounds. But there's a lot of power, punching power in those fists of these little guys. Little abrasion cut below the right eye of Edwin Rosario. His corner's worked on that. There was a cut in the corner of the left eye going way back to the 4th round of Camacho. Nice left hook scored by Rosario. The right hand almost drops Camacho. Camacho in real danger of losing his title if this round continues this way. While Camacho is trying to bounce, he still appears to be a little bit wobbly on his legs. His eyes are clear. He backs Rosario off. Rosario totally under control. His legs look stronger than Camacho's right now. He's backing Camacho up. He nails him. 2 good shots to the head, 1 to the body. Another right hand gets through. Camacho really on the bicycle now, trying to get away. As the right hand gets through, the left hook. And a strong, heroic round for Edwin Rosario.
How you feeling? Feeling all right? Yeah. All right?
You gotta go for it. You gotta go for it. Here, watch this.
How you feeling?
All right. He's all right.
All right, going to the 12th and final round. I have Rosario leading by 1 or 2 points. So this round can tell a story. We may have a major upset in the making here. Although Rosario has only lost once in his career. Sneaky right hand lead by Rosario, and now they're toe-to-toe going at it. Rosario appears to be stronger than Camacho right now, which is very, very surprising. A minute gone in this 12th and final round. Rosario scoring again to the head of Camacho. Camacho trying to fight back gamely. He needs to score a big round here, and thus far it's been Rosario's round. And Rosario continues to pound. Camacho almost pushes Rosario over. Just about a minute to go in the fight. It's still Rosario's 12th round. Camacho tries to do something with an uppercut, but it doesn't land. Taken on the gloves by Chapo. Camacho must know he needs a big finish, but Rosario's not going to let him have it. Camacho is ignited, but Rosario continues to pound him inside of 30 seconds, as you see. There'll be no knockout. It's all over. We may have a new lightweight champion. Of Hector Comacho, he knows he's been in a war tonight. Rosario with that little slit below his right eye. Both eyes are puffy. They'll take their time adding it up. Here we go to Frank Shane, the ring announcer.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the voting of the officials. Judge Luis Rivera votes 114 for Rosario, 113 for Camacho. Judge Tony Castellano votes 113 for Rosario, 115 for Camacho.
So it's going to be a split decision.
Dr. Stuart Kirschenbaum votes 113 for Rosario, 115 for Camacho. The winner by majority decision, Hector Comacho.
So Camacho does retain his championship. A lot of the crowd doesn't like it. Camacho retains his title. Two judges had it 115, 113. Another judge had it 114, 113. I would be inclined to go along with that judge, but nonetheless, 2 out of the 3 saw Camacho retaining his title. A most difficult fight. He almost went down in the 5th round. It was certainly a big 12th round for Rosario, so it had to be the close rounds. The 6th round, the 1st round, the 10th round, the 11th round. Those were the close rounds. And obviously, 2 out of the 3 judges saw it differently than the 3rd judge did. So Hector Macho Camacho retains his championship.
It's a 10th round knockout.
Exciting matchup. Henry Tillman defends.
Well, in the ring, Jesse James Hughes fits the description of a true desperado. He's charismatic, colorful, and as the Cowboys say, he's got sand. And he lives on the edge, but just when he looks surrounded, he escapes for a win. He's put some impressive notches on his gun as he built a reputation, and along the way, he won the USBA crown. He nearly got corralled by Adrian Stone, but turned the tables for a big win. But there's always another gunslinger ready to test you. And tonight, Nick Ruper rides into town. He's had his share of big-time shootouts, too. So get the women and children off the streets, because tonight, the lead is gonna fly.